I've got some parts printed, and I'm going to try to put this thing together. This is my latest project. So these are going to go like this and like this. Now these have these L brackets, which are like these, and they're going to go in there, but they also need an L bracket here. But it needs to have the piece across the bottom first. So I'm going to put that. That in there. And I'm going to put an L bracket in here. Then I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put the L bracket in first. Then I'm going to put this and this in here. Put that like that. That like that. Now this should just slide in nicely. And these are extrusions. These are 2020 extrusions made out of PLA. All right, so this is going to be a little tricky here. There we go. We need one more. We need two more pieces. So we need this piece here. And this piece here. So now, let's see if we can't do this. Put that piece and that piece in there. And this piece. And this piece. In here. There we go. So that is all together, and that will make kind of like a table. Pretty solid. So I just want to see if this is practical. It takes about 5 hours to print two of these extrusions. They're 7 1/8 inch long. A little less than 7 1/8 inch long, 180 millimeters. And then you have the added dimensions here of 20 by 20 millimeters on each corner. So it's kind of small, but you also have an extension where you can connect two of them together. So you could connect like this to this, and then it could be this big. And you could make it theoretically bigger. And then you probably have a four-way. These are a three-way corner. You probably have a four-way corner that will go like that. And that would be even better. That would have the structure. But what I want to continue to do now is to put another 4 pieces on this. As I've made them, I only have one now. So I'm going to have one here, one here, one here, and one here. And then all the extra parts. The extra parts don't take long to print, but they're the weak parts. The extruded parts are pretty strong. In fact, they're very strong. But the connectors are not as strong. But you have 3 connectors holding each, like 3 or 4 connectors holding each corner. So that's pretty strong. They do give a little. There's a little slack. But you can put screws in them. And these screws right here, these holes here and here, will take M5 screws. And I have some metal M5 screws, but I want to use 3D printed screws and see how that works. And then if I just have 4 screws here, that should hold the thing pretty sturdy. But right now you see it's got a little give. It can come apart. But for the most part, I think once you have the bottom piece on, the other 4 squares on the bottom, I think that will make it much stronger. But it may need some screws. But that's where I am for now, so I'm going to keep working on this. All the parts to my extrusion structure have been 3D printed. So it took quite a while, it took a couple of days. These are the extrusions, or the rails. These are V-groove rails, V rails. So then there's these corner pieces, and these L pieces. These are also corner pieces. So I'm going to try and put it all together. So I'm making a square here. And then I'm going to add this to the rest of the structure that I already built. So there's that. So now this might be a little tricky. So we're going to try and get everything lined up. So I got that one. All right, I got one, and this one is almost set. This is not easy. There we go. And let's come around and do this one. Got that one. So the way it's constructed, to make the whole structure, you need the square piece on the bottom or top to be put together all in one piece. Now, I'm going to lower these. And these should fit into the corner pieces, if I'm lucky. That one went. That one went. That one went. There we go. Ah, we got one piece that's not in. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. How are we going to do this? We have to take it all apart. Maybe we can bend it just enough. To get that piece to go in. Right, that's better. Oh no, the top is coming apart. All right. This piece is in. This corner is almost in. Come on. I think I got it. So there is my structure. Complete. All made from extrusions that are 3D printed. Now this is pretty solid. And if I put some screws in, this would be pretty sturdy. It does wobble a little bit, but that's mainly from the connectors. So I'm quite happy with this. I don't know what the practical use is yet, but just to indicate to someone out there that maybe 3D extruded PLA parts can build something of use. But maybe I'll make a shelf out of this and put a piece of wood on top, or even a piece of plastic. I can print a PLA piece to fit right in here, and this would make a little shelf with an inside and a top. Or I could put PET, clear plastic PET around it, and that would make a display case. So I'm going to see about printing screws. I'm going to see about printing screws for some of these parts here. I think these are M5 screws. These here are M4s. And I have printed inserts for these, but they don't go in quite tight enough to hold it together really well. But maybe they'll work if I have enough of them. And that's where I am. So let me know what you think. Give me a like, a rumble, subscribe, and stay tuned.